Hey guys, sorry I just got out of the shower, but I can't believe I have to make this video, but it's something that definitely needs to be addressed and brought to kind of like the public's knowledge. So as you guys know, um, I was friends with Ashley Barnes. And it was very public. We were very on social media that we were like close friends, right? And some things happened like earlier on, I would say, that were kind of like weird, that kind of turned me the wrong way. And things she started acting more weird. And as of this last trip that I took a trip out to LA. She flew me out, she bought a hotel, like we stayed there. um but when I was there, a lot of like weird stuff happened, and I feel like it's something that needs to be brought to the public attention because I don't want this happening to other people. And as much as I do love her as a person, she deep down I know she's an amazing person, and I hope that she can get help for whatever she's going through. But um so I was in LA, and we were like making TikToks, having a good time. She introduced me to her roommates, whatnot. And like when all of this was happening, she was kind of acting weird. She like, oh, like let's post flirty TikToks. I'm like, it's like I don't really do fake relationship kind of thing. Like I don't want that image on me. Like that's just not what I particularly want out of social media. Like I love posting, I love like doing my own thing, but I would not like fake a relationship. I know like some people do it, like that's great for them. Like I'm glad like, that works for them. But that's just not something that works for me. And she kept like wanting to do these flirty things, and me as a person, I have a really hard time like saying no. And she like kept asking, okay, like let's make flirty like TikToks. I'm like, okay. Like I was like visibly not really comfortable with it, and her roommate could tell. She kept making faces at me, like whatnot. Um, just very visibly uncomfortable with the whole situation. Like I don't just don't want to make that kind of stuff. And so I mean, like, and that's happened in the past. She's asked to make flirty videos, and I'm like, oh, okay, like because she does like pay for me to go out there. She does like provide me with a place to stay. She pays for food. Like she's a good host. So I have a hard time saying no, especially when she's done that much for me. But by the way, I'm making this into like a few parts, so I'm gonna do it like around 3 minutes long each, so 3 to 4. But everything's going great, and then we get to the hotel. I want to say the is the 5th or the 6th. It was. I don't think it was the day I flew out. No, it was the. So like I said, it was the 6th of July. We had a good time the first night. We hung out with her like friends and whatnot, her roommates. And then come Saturday, I'm pretty sure that it was on a Saturday. This was on Saturday or Sunday, whatever the 6th was. On that day, we go film our content. We go to the mall, get coffee, go shopping. If you guys are like fans of her, you'll see like all of her Snapchat. So we had a good day. And then we go back to the hotel. Like it's getting late. Like we're with like her roommates. We're with two of them. The other one stayed home. And she like starts like spraying pheromone spray. If you guys don't know what that is, it kind of like releases hormones in a way. So we spray like she sprays like pheromone spray like all around the room. And she's like, oh, like I just want it to like smell good. And then she starts like cleaning it up because we had another TikToker. They're, I would say, very very famous right now. Very public relationship, which is a key like factor of the story. They're in a public relationship. They come over, and she was like freaking out trying to like clean up the room. She's like, oh, I have to do this good, like I need to get like in with this said person. And this whole time she's spraying pheromone spray. Like I'm like, okay. And she's like, oh, like it's just like I want the room to smell good. So I'm like, okay, like it does smell good. And then this person comes here, and she goes downstairs to get them, and I'm upstairs with her roommate, which I'm not going to disclose her name. And so they come back up. It's like chill, we're hanging out, like it's a nice friendly environment. And then she starts like pressuring everyone, which me as a person, like I don't drink, like I don't do like bad stuff. And she's like kind of like doing like, oh, like do this, like do this, like kind of like pressuring more of them into like doing like stuff like drinking stuff they shouldn't be drinking, and like taking stuff they shouldn't be taking. And they were clearly very uncomfortable, very like pressured. Because like at first it was like fun, like, you know, they were having a fun time doing it, like voluntarily. um and then it like gets to like a point where like she starts acting weird. um Weird as in she keeps telling them to keep doing more and more and more. I'm like, okay, why does she want them to like, you know, drink and like do this stuff? Like, why does she want them to keep doing that? So like in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, that's weird, because in the past she's pressured me to like want to like do stuff with them, you know, like that's like the best way to put it, I would say. She like tried to pressure me into doing like stuff that I clearly did not want to do. And during like this time, like we're all like kind of like looking at each other, like what's going on, like this is kind of weird, like we don't know what to do. And we're like, okay, maybe she just wants to have a good time, so we like kind of like ignore it for like that moment. And then after like she starts like doing that, then it just becomes more and more weird. Okay, and then like I said, she was acting weird. We were just trying to have like a good time. And this whole time, so okay, wait. She takes me to the bathroom at one point, and then she's like, she whispers in my ear like, hey, like so and so like aren't like really like a thing. They're not like serious. And I'm like, oh, that's not like what I've been hearing like all night. And she's like, oh, like I'm gonna get with them. You can get with my roommate. I'm like, I was like, oh, oh, okay. Like I didn't like say yes or no, but I was like, oh, okay. And then they go. She goes back out. And we're hanging out again, and she's like very very flirty with this person. And the whole time, like she's like drunk. I feel like at this point she was drinking a good amount. And the whole time this said person was like, oh, I love my significant other. Like I love my significant other. Like I'm not gonna like kind of like give out genders. And like that's like kind of like was what was happening. And like trying to be like, hey, like this is not happening, like let's hang out as friends, we're friends, come on, don't ruin this. And then she kind of like says like, oh, like let's play truth or dare. I'm like, okay, this is getting weird. So she while we're like playing like truth or dare, we all like kind of like see like, okay, something's really really off here. So we all just keep like saying, oh, truth, like. And then she's like, okay, this is getting boring, let's play dare or drink. So then she wanted to play dare or drink, right? And then she kept wanting people to make out with everyone, and we're like, no. Like she kept like daring, and we're like, no, like we're not doing that, like something else. And we kept daring her, like I think I told her to do a handstand, do a cartwheel, like, you know, something like dumb, kind of like to like get the game over with. And she just kept daring everyone like make out with people. And it was like weird, and like we didn't know what to do. So then she ends up like kind of like forcefully making out with her roommate. Like this said other like person, we're like, oh, we dare you guys to like, you know, like make out. We're like trolling, obviously, like we didn't actually mean that. Like we're like, oh, because we're trying to like, you know, kind of like make her like kind of like mad. We're like rage baiting, but like we didn't actually mean it. And she's like, oh, we have to do it. And then she's like, are you serious, guys? Like she's like mad because we're like rage baiting. And then we didn't think it actually happened. So Ashley like grabs her by the face and starts like making out with her. And then like she like pulls away, and then she like grabs her by the throat and pulls her back in, and she's like, what? Like she's like clearly does not want this to happen. Clearly super uncomfortable. And then we obviously felt bad because we didn't think she was going to do that. Like that was totally out of pocket. And then she was like, see guys, see, like we did that as friends. Like me, like she was like, why can't you, talking to the said other, why can't we just like make out as friends? Like it's not cheating because like, you know, like it's like we're friends, so it's not considered cheating. And mind you, at this point, like we took stuff that we had no clue like what it was. Like we thought it was just normal stuff, and clearly it wasn't. So we kind of have like no clue. Like we are obviously like we know what's going on, but we like don't really like understand. So like everything's like kind of like blurry in the moment, and we're like chilling. Like everyone was like, okay, like that was weird. And then her roommate's like, Ashley, I dare you to stop asking people to make out. And she's like, no, I'm drinking. Like I'd rather drink instead of like that happen. So if you know how dare like or drink I guess works, never played that game in my life. If you like dare someone to do something they don't do it, then they have to drink. So she's like, oh, I might as well just drink then, because she had clearly wanted to do that. And this whole time she's spraying more pheromone spray. She gets this roller out, like it's like a roller pheromone, and she like puts like an X thingy like on her roommate's chest. And we're like, bro. And like at this moment, like I'm like right next to this person. I'm like, bro, like I think we're gonna get like, you know, can't like say the word on here, but it starts with an R, ends with ED. So I'm like, bro, like I think like something's bad gonna happen. And then we're like, what do we do? What do we do? And we're like, he's like, this person's like, oh, like I can't drive, like, and I'm like, bro, I'm stuck here. And then the roommate, like, so Ashley ends up going to the bathroom, like, bro, what do we do? Like, we need to get out of here. I'm like, and then her roommate was like, oh, like, let me call, like, I'm gonna call it Uber or something like that. And then the other one's like, I can't drive, like, I cannot drive right now. And the whole time, they're like, I love my significant other, like, I love them with my whole heart. Like, clearly does not want to do anything with her. No one, like, did. And so, like, while this is that, she comes back out. And then, she, like, gets these gummies. And then she's like, oh, like, they're just gummies. She tries shoving it in her roommate's mouth, like, take it. So she bites off a little bit, just, like, get her to stop. And then she comes up to me with a different one. It was, like, a blue one. She's like, Brad, take this. I'm not taking whatever that is. I'm not taking, like, clearly you've already done something that you should not have done. Like, you gave me something that you did not, like, it's not what you, like, really said it was, and I had no clue that's really what it was. And she's like, oh, take this gummy, like, shoving it in my face. And I'm, like, sitting back, like, on my phone, like, no, like, I'm good. And then she's like, she whispers in my ear, she's like, Brad, like, just act like you take a bite, like, and you just throw it on the floor, like, I just really want this person to take it so I can get with them. And then I'm like, no. And then she literally says, oh my gosh, Brad took it. Now it's your turn. Goes and gives the other half, and, like, she's looking the other way. I'm like, do not. Alright, sorry about that. And the whole time, like, I'm looking, I'm like, do not take that. And then this person was like, oh no, I'm not taking that, like, I don't know what that is. And then like, at this point we're like, bro, what the like, what is going on? And she keeps doing, like, this weird stuff, and she's like, why won't you take it, like, I'm just trying to have, like, fun, like, that kind of stuff. We ended up getting it, like, away from her, like, we get that thing away from her. And then she tries, like, forcing herself on this person, and, like, when I tell you, like, laying down, like on the bed, like, walks over, gets in front of me, gets up, like, this person gets up to get out of the way, and, like, kind of, like, not pushes her, but, like, you know, like, stay away, like, kind of like that thing, like, did not push her in any way, but kind of was like, no, like, don't do this. And then this person was like, we're great friends, like, you do not want to do this, like, I love my significant other, you know, that kind of thing. And then she turns down the lights, like, completely turns them all the way off. At this point, her roommate grabs her purse and runs out the room. Oh my gosh, I forgot a whole part. Me and this said person, when she started, like, doing, like started the weird stuff, me and this person went out the door, and we walked around. Okay, talking like, what do we do? Like, we're gonna, like, get, like, you know, something bad is gonna happen tonight. And so we walk around, we're kind of like, and this person like, I don't want to leave you here. I'm kind of like, just, like, save yourself. And they're like, I don't know if I can drive, like, all this stuff, because she's was pressuring everyone and making people do stuff. And, like, I don't know if I feel comfortable driving, like, you know, kind of like that. And then we go back there. She's like, where'd you guys go? What'd you guys say? Like, what, all this stuff. And like, we're freaked out, like traumatized, freaked out, I don't know, whatever word you want to say. And so back to where I was, the roommate runs out with her bag. Like, she completely runs out. She's like around the corner, like ordering her Uber to go home. And then this person's like, bro, I don't want to leave you here. Like I feel so bad. Like it's like basically like saying like it's not safe. And like, just save yourself. Like go home. Like try to drive if you can. If you like can't, like don't obviously, but like try to like get home. And then they end up leaving. Like we walk this person down to their car, and they like before we leave like the room, they have this conversation. I'm right there. This person's like, okay, like, you know, like me and blank are super serious. Like I love them with my whole heart. Like I'm not doing stuff with you. Like I'm not doing that. I love this person. And then she could just not take no for an answer. She kept trying to like force herself, and she's like why can't we just do stuff? Like, come on, like we're friends. And then kind of like saying friends don't do that. Like they don't do that. So we walked them down, and I was gonna walk this person down like by myself and kind of like figure out what we were gonna do. But she of course had to follow. In this whole, oh my god. Okay, wait. I'm gonna end this, and then in the next video it gets worse. And then, so this whole time she changes into like really small shorts, right? And the whole time she's like the whole time while like this truth or dare thing goes on, she's like spreading her legs open, like all that stuff, like lifting her like shirt up to here, like trying to like show off her abs, like just always opening her legs. Which that's something I left out. I definitely should have like included that, but she was doing this the whole time. And I'm like, bro, what? Like, what is going on? And so this person leaves. Both of them leave, and then I'm in the room by myself. I'm like, bro, like, what do I do? Like, I get into the bed, and I like trying to go to sleep. And then the whole time she's like, Brad, like, why don't you like me like you did when I was like, when you were 13, which was like 4 years ago, like when we first met, or 13, whatever, however old I was, like 3 or 4 years ago. And she's like, am I not skinny enough? Like, I'll lose 10 pounds right now. Like, or like my, like, you know, are they not big enough? I'm like, no, Ashley, like, that's not it. Like, you're, like, perfect the way you are. Just trying to be, like, you know, nice. Like, I'm not gonna, like, be rude. Kind of like that. And she was like, Brad, like, please. And then she, like, gets, like, into my bed. And I'm just, like, bro, I'm, like, trying to, like, act like I'm asleep. And, like, I get away from her. But at this point, like, I, like, completely kind of, like, black out. Like, not, like, black out, but, like, I, like, pass out. Like, I'm so tired. Like, completely, like, done for. Like, I don't wake up until 2 p.m. And, like, the other people, like, I was, like, went home, same, like, kind of thing. Like, they just went to bed. They didn't, like, wake up till later. And she was, like, awake when this happened, so I have no clue what could have happened. Like, I don't know what happened, really, which is kind of, like, scary. It's a scary situation for anyone. So I wake up in the morning, and, like, I'm like, did last night actually happen? So I text them. They're all texting, like, are you good? What happened? Like, what happened? Like, what happened? Like, they're, like, genuinely, like, scared for my life. Like, I thank God, like, he truly did bless me to put me in a situation where I had people that are genuine people that were there for me. Because they could have easily left, like, did not care at all. But I texted them, like, did this, like, actually, like, really happen? And they're like, yes. And then I wanted to text her roommate saying, like, I hope you know, like, I had no part in whatever went on last night. Like, I promise you that is not what happens. Like, it's not like that. Something's genuinely wrong with her. In the nicest way possible. Something that she needs to seek medical help. Like, I do. She was an amazing person before this happened, but she needs medical help. Like, she needs to stay off social media. She needs to work on herself, and then maybe one day she can come back, but she needs to stay away from social media. But so they're all texting me, and then I drop her the whole morning. Like, I'm out of my room, I'm on the phone telling my friends, I'm like, bro, like, this happened. Like, bro, what? And then I drop her off at school. The whole ride there, not speaking. Like, did not, like, I was like, yeah, I'm fine. She's like, what's wrong? Like, I'm like, just driving. Like, it's fine. And then when she was like trying to like make us take stuff, she's like, you're not gonna remember this tomorrow. Like, we might as well just all do stuff you're not gonna remember. She like was very emphasizing like not remembering stuff. So I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, I definitely remember everything. But yeah, so I drove her to class and then I dropped her off. Sorry guys, I was just talking to one of my friends on the phone and I completely forgot to say this. Like at night when she was like asking like, oh, why am I not good enough, like all this stuff, she, like while she was doing this, I was laying in my bed acting like I was asleep, and like she starts touching herself like inappropriately right in front of me. Sorry if like, just bring this up, but I low-key just forgot and I was on the phone with my friend, so I just had to like put that in here. Okay, so I drop her off for class and then I go pick up her roommates. Or I didn't pick them up, I went and talked to them, kind of like told them the whole situation, and like from my point of view, and they're like, bro, you need to get out of there, like that's not safe. So I go to like I go back to the hotel, pack up all my stuff, and then I ended up collabing with someone like that day, and I also am truly blessed she was there for me. She kind of like helped me um figure out what to do, like what to say. So I go home, pack everything up, take everything, I leave, and then while I'm looking for my wallet, and I have this stuff on video too, by the way, like I'm not just making this up, um I have like, we like go into this drawer next to like the bed, and she has two pairs of like handcuffs, not like normal ones, like fluffy ones, like handcuffs like that. She has like, you know this kind of like gel, like it's called it's like kind of like a happy ending gel. It's like when you like, you know when you're doing stuff with someone and they like, kind of finish in a way, it's like gel to help them do that. She has lube, she has like a vibrator, she has those gummies to make you like, want to do stuff. She has boys ones, girls ones, and liquid ones. I feel like she had something else too. I think that might have been it actually. Oh, and then like shots and like stuff like that, like of alcohol. She had all this stuff in her drawer, and I'm like, bro, like I have no clue what could have happened last night. Like, no clue. Especially with all that stuff. And I'm like, we're like, bro, we need to get out. So I take my bags, we put them in the car, we drop them off at her friend's dorm, not the one she like lives with, not that like person, but we went to their friend's dorm, and I put all of my stuff in their room. And then I went, picked her up from class with like the person I did my collab with, and she like gets like out of class, like we were trying to like act like everything's normal. We get to the hotel, drop off like the car to the valet. We're walking in, and then I'm like trying to talk to her, I'm like, okay, let's go. Like we need to go to the bathroom. So we both say we gotta go to the bathroom. She's like, oh, just come up with me. I'm like, no, like, we're just gonna go down here. So we go to the like bathroom, and she like kind of like walks up and follows us. She's like, oh, I'm just gonna take the stairs. I'm like, we're like, okay. So we walk to the bathroom. We wait for her to get up the stairs. We sprint downstairs, sprint out of the hotel room, and then we start walking to this mall. It has like the Emma Chamberlain coffee. By the way, it was amazing coffee. That's off topic, but we walked to that mall, and on the way, like I'm like, okay, I need to call her dad. Like I don't want to be like that kind of guy to like tell on someone, but I need to call her dad because she's gonna end up saying like, where'd you go, like what happened, and I don't want him thinking like, oh, he's such a bad guy, he just used her to get like a free kind of trip out of this, because that's not what I do at all. Like every time like I come like on like a trip, I always do whatever TikTok she wants. We do like all the content she needs. So I don't want like him thinking, oh, he just used her for this or something like that. So I call him. So after I call him, I kind of like explain the whole situation, and he was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that happened. Like this is so unlike Ashley. Like, and I'm like, I don't feel comfortable staying the night there. Like, I just do not feel comfortable. And he's like, no, like I understand that, like all that stuff. He was like genuine in the situation. He's like, I can't believe this. Like, and then while this is happening, she's spamming my phone, and like I hated to be the guy to have to tell that to him, because like I know him, he recovered through like alcohol addiction and all that stuff. So for me to be the one to have to tell him that, like, genuinely broke my heart. Like I was about to cry having to tell him like what she did. And so kind of like told him like that like situation, and she's blowing out my phone, asking me where I'm at. So then she calls him bawling. She's like bawling her eyes out. At this point, I'm at the mall. Like I'm making my like TikTok videos, like doing like, all that. And then the dad kind of like tells me like, hey, like you need to call her. She needs to hear what she did from you. And so I call her, and she's like bawling her eyes out. She's like Brad, like I'm so sorry. Like I've been addicted to Adderall. Like I've been taking like larger doses. Like I've been like on like drugs basically. Like illegal substances. She's been like on that, and I'm like okay, like I'm so sorry. Like you should like reach out, like something like kind of like that. But it almost kind of felt like she was kind of using it as I don't want to say she was using it like to make the situation right, but she kind of was. Like it didn't seem like she was very genuine about it. Cause I know she can force herself to like cry. Like she told me that. And she does theater obviously, so she can act. But I almost feel like she didn't really mean her apology. She's kind of just like just saying sorry a bunch and just blaming it all on like her addiction and stuff. And like yeah, like addiction is really bad. Like if anyone's addicted to something, it's good to reach out. But she just kept like blaming on that. I'm like okay, like I'm sorry that's happening. You should get help. And she's like, should I stay in LA like because I want to go to Paul's party, or should I go home and just not go? I'm like, you need to go home. Like you need to get help. Like that's like a serious thing. Like addiction is serious. You need to go home and get help. She's like, okay, like I'm gonna fly home. Like I'm gonna go to like rehab and stuff, like and all that. And like I'm like, okay, like that's good, like all that stuff. Kind of like, and I was very straight up with what she did. Like I'm not gonna like beat her on the bush. Like what she did was insanely messed up. Like illegal, to be technical. Because like that night she kept trying to make this person touch him. Like that is illegal. That's sexual assault. That's SA. And then same thing with the roommate, like grabbing him and making them out and like grabbing him by the like throat. And then she's like, okay, I'm gonna fly out. And then like I tell her dad, I'm like, hey, has she called you? She told me she's gonna call you, and she like admitted to like her misuse of Adderall. And so she ends up flying back home. And this night, like I stayed like with my like friends there. So I had a good place to stay. They took me to the airport in the morning. And she goes back home like a few, like literally two or 3 days or whatever. She goes back home for a few days, and she said she was not going to go to Paul's party, that she was going to work on herself. She flew back. She went to like rehab for 3 days, flies back out, and she goes to Paul's party. She said she wasn't going to. And keep in mind, this whole time, she's not texting me nothing. Like, we have not spoken like a week, like from today, basically. And she's just acting like everything's alright. Like, I was not going to say anything. I was like, okay, it was a mistake. But she acted like everything's A-okay. Nothing like that she did was wrong. She didn't text me. I'm like, okay, like, I cannot deal with this. So I posted like kind of like a TikTok, like, I don't understand how people do the most horrendous things known to man and go on with their life and act like nothing happened just because she's like famous. So she like all this was happening. She was just going on with her life, and like, yeah, I hated seeing it because what she did was not okay. Like she essayed someone. She was trying to get people to take stuff. Like she was trying to basically drug people, and like that's not okay. And then I posted that thing, and then one of my friends, who she is also friends with, reached out and asked if it was about her. And I'm gonna let them make their own separate video. It's not my place to say like what she's done, but basically this is not the first time this has happened. She's done this before. So that's, like I said, it's not my place to say. If they want to make a video about it, they will. But this whole time I'm warning people, like, please be careful, because I care like about a lot of like these like influencers. Yeah, like I might not be close to them, like I care about them. So I texted a few of my like friends, and I said, hey, like, just please be careful, watch out. And then like people kept saying like, yeah, she was being really weird, or like that, like I said, my one friend reached out and said, oh, like, is this about Ashley? Like, and then we got a whole rundown of what happened, very similar things. And she's been a compulsive liar. Like, she has said stuff and then said the exact opposite to other people. And like, obviously at this point we're talking about her, so like we're like saying, oh yeah, she said this, and she's like, oh really, she told me the exact opposite. So she lies about everything. Like, she lied saying, oh, like my roommate, haha, she wanted me to make a joke about having like, a three-way. I'm like, what? And then she told her roommate, oh, Brad wanted me to make that joke about having it. And I'm like, bro, neither of us said that. And then, so the reason, like, I wanted to, like, come and speak out about this is because I'm super close to her. But it also turns out this past, like, weekend in LA, she went right back to it. She went back to drinking, getting drunk, like, you know, that kind of stuff. So she went back to her bad habits already. And, like, at this point, I'm genuinely scared for other people. Especially for, because I know a lot of, like, my, like, new kind of, like, fans are from Ashley's page. So, and, like, I hate to say it, but, like, I don't want her to be your guys' role model when she's doing such terrible things. Like, and I don't want other, like, people to be put in the same situation we were all put in. You know, a place where we felt vulnerable, where we felt kind of taken advantage of, scared. So, I just wanted to come on here and kind of, like, tell you guys what happened. And I think deep down she's an amazing person. She's done a lot for me. She was there for me when I did need her, and I will admit that. But, you know, you can do so much right, but when you do something that physically bad, like, that has to be, like, known. And, like, I know social media is, like, her career. Like, that's, like, you know, kind of, like, what she does for a living. And I hate to be that guy because I know this is probably going to really, really ruin things for her. But I simply cannot just, like, let her get away with like, what she did. Especially because for you guys, like, I don't want, like, that to be your guys' role model when she's doing that kind of stuff. Like, I don't want someone to be praised when they did something so horrible. But my main thing is I don't want other, like, kind of like influencers, you know, to be put in that situation that I was put in. Because it's a tough situation, especially with her following. Like, I contemplate making this video because I know she has 3 million followers. Like, she could easily try to, like, turn things around or do whatever she wants to do. And it could genuinely ruin my life. So I'm kind of, like, scared about that. But other people came forward, not like came forward, like, publicly, but they came forward and told me, I'm like, okay, this is probably something I need to post. Like, this is something I should post about it. And I do hope, you know, the other people that were in this experience or had the same experience do come out and kind of, like, back me up on this. But I just, you know, I'm worried about for other people what she could do in the future. Like, that's just not okay. And from what I've heard, from what other people have told me, like, she does need mental and genuinely, like, she needs to be, like, have genuine help, like, mental help. She needs to not kind of be online right now, I would say. Like I said, what she did was insanely messed up. So I just kind of, like, wanted to come on here and tell my story. I hate to, like, have to say my story, but it is something that needs to be brought to the public eye. And I really do hope that she does get help. I hope that she is able to work on herself, and I'm sure I'll get in trouble somehow for this legally. I mean, that's kind of like how it works in this kind of, like, world, but it's something that has to be said. So I truly do love you all. I'm sure I'll probably get a lot of hate for this. That's kind of like how it works. But I truly do, like, love all you guys. I love all the support that you guys have given me and her. But I just cannot let, you know, you guys support her not knowing what she does. Like, that's the kind of person she is. So I love you guys, and I hope this doesn't, you know, kind of, like, end badly for me, because I feel like, you know, as a person that it happened to, I feel like it's my duty to kind of, like, say something, because I know a lot of people are scared to say stuff when this kind of stuff happens. So I just want to let you know it's always okay to say stuff, that there are people there for you. I am very fortunate that my friend that this happened to, I was on the phone with them all morning this morning, and okay, it's a girl. Her friends were absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. They kind of, like, comforted me through it. They told me, like, okay, like, this happened, like, kind of, like, confirming this stuff. And they're absolutely amazing. I'm glad, like, that they were able to help me out. I truly owe them everything. So I just kind of, like, just wanted to tell you guys what happened. But, like I said, I hope she does get the help that she needs. But yeah, that's kind of my story, and I'm sure people will say things, and I'll reply with videos if you guys need, like, more details and stuff like that. I'm sure I'll make a few more videos about it when other people make their videos, if they do. Also, guys, because I know there's gonna be people here that are gonna be like, oh, he's just doing this for cloud, doing this for fame. Like, that is literally the last thing I care about. Like, I'm here to like kind of look out for other people. And if I really wanted followers, if I wanted the fame, like I would have fake, because what Ash kind of like wanted to do was like fake a relationship. Like she wanted to not, I don't know why I'm putting like quote. She wanted to fake a relationship. Even though she like did like have like feelings for me in a way. So if I really wanted like fame, like if I wanted all that stuff, I would have faked a relationship with her. I would have kept this in. I would not have said a thing, because if I don't say a thing, I keep getting flown out. I keep going on these trips. I meet a lot of new people. So I'm not doing this for clout. I'm not doing this for fame. In no way am I doing this for my own benefit, by the way. So I just want to put that out there, because a lot of people are gonna come and say, "Oh, he's probably just doing this for views. Like it's probably rage bait." I promise you guys, this is 100% true. And her dad has reached out, kind of trying to like normalize what she did. And I have screenshots of all this. But yeah, so I promise you guys, this is not for views. It's not for followers. Like I'm probably not gonna get followers from this, but a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, he's just doing it for views." Like people were commenting, "Oh, the views are clearly low." Like, no, this is a real life situation I'm here to like kind of like address. Like I said, if I wanted like more views, if I wanted more followers, I would fake a relationship with her. Like that's how you get views. But I just wanted to come on here and like clarify that with you guys. Okay, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say about like the whole situation until unless like something else gets brought up. Um Everyone is saying like, oh, press charges, like all this stuff. And I'm not gonna be friends with her. Me personally, I'm not gonna be friends with something like that. But I'm not gonna press charges on her for what she did. I'm giving her the chance to fix herself. I'm obviously I said stuff. It's out there. Everyone knows what she did. But I'm giving her the chance to fix it herself. Like she needs to be off social like media, but she needs to like fix herself. And maybe one day come back to social media, but I'm giving her the chance to fix things on her own. Cause if I were to like, like come out, or like not like come out, but if I were to come to the authorities about this, she would obviously get in a lot of trouble. She would probably be put in like a psych ward, some kind of like mental institution. So I'm giving her the chance to like kind of take this to heart and fix herself throughout it, because I could easily like press charges. I have witnesses, I have proof, I have other people that have come forward saying that she did the same thing. She's lied about so much stuff. And I know a lot of people have a cease and desist. If you don't know what that means, basically they can't say what happened. And I know for like, I'm pretty sure her ex has one, and I'm not sure if Allie has one either. But I know she has one on like Savannah, where she can't like say anything. She cannot like, kind of like speak out about the situation. So, but I'm giving her the chance to, fix things her way. Like I don't want to bring it like legally, unless the only reason I'm gonna like take legal action into it is I'm sure she's probably gonna try to sue me for defamation, which I'm not really sure why. Everything I've said is completely and utterly true. I have screenshot proof, I have witnesses, but if for some reason she comes out and tries to sue me, then I will obviously take matters into my own hands, and I will press charges on her for that. But I'm trying to be a as good of a person as possible to give her the chance to like fix things herself. Like I don't want to have to go the legal like way, but if for some reason like she tries to sue me or anything like that for defamation, then that is the steps I will take. But so I just wanted to clear that up, because everyone keeps saying like, oh, why aren't you pressing charges? Why aren't you pressing charges? I'm trying to like, even though what she did is absolutely horrible, deep down, like I said, she's a good person somewhere deep down. Like I know she is. So I'm trying to give her that chance to fix things herself. Hey guys, I just posted a video and it ended up getting taken down for community guideline issues, but I just want to put it out there. I'm not like against drinking underage. Like all my friends do it. Like I know it's gonna happen. Like it's not that big of a deal as long as you're responsible with it though. But the reason why I have an issue with this like certain situation is because Ashley has claimed to be sober for 2 weeks now, and that's just a lie. She said she got misdiagnosed, which allegedly isn't true. She had Adderall with her at an after party after Paul's, and she was also drinking at an after party after Paul's. And like I said, Paul has nothing to do with this. This did not happen like at his party. He's not responsible for this at all. This is like her decision. This was made away from the like party. but she was drinking while she claimed to be sober. That's the only reason why I have a problem with it. She's telling her whole fan base, like, I've been sober, like, I got misdiagnosed with my, like, stuff. Like, her Adderall was a misdiagnosis. And I've been getting hated on because people are like, she's sober, she's claiming she's sober, like, all this, when clearly she's not. And I can't post a video, but I will, like, put up a picture of her, like, drinking her water. So that way it doesn't get, like, taken down. But, yeah, there's going to be a picture of her drinking water. And then I tried warning this creator about her, and then all they had to just say is, "You're Chopped Gang." Here's the picture. She's clearly drinking water, because that is, in fact, a water bottle. You can tell by how it's glass and, like, you know, the wrapper on it, that's water. You know? Like, that's clearly not, like, an alcoholic beverage. Here is, like, the messages. This is what a creator said to me that was at the event. She said she broke her sobriety. She's been providing Adderall to Gio, unprescribed, which that's who the person is. I'm going to show you guys that screenshot. She said that she's still clearly on Adderall after claiming she got misdiagnosed, and then she offered it to these people, and they didn't take it, which is a good thing. Here's a screenshot with Gio. That's his, like, thing up here. I'm like, "Fam, be careful. I know you don't mess with me, like, but deadass, be careful, please." Like, and he's like, "You're Chopped Gang." And, like, we've had beef in the past because we both had a thing for this girl online, and it's just like, you know how it is, like, two guys like the same girl. It's like a classic story. And so I know he doesn't like me, but I'm like, "Hey, like, please be careful. Like, I don't want something bad to happen to him. Like, I know he doesn't like me. I'm not really very fond of him. But, like, I have the decency to be like, hey, be careful. Like, I don't want something bad to happen to this kid. Like, he's 19, but he's still a kid. Like, I don't want something bad to happen." And he just decided to say, "You're Chopped Gang." And I've been told from people that he's been condoning her actions, letting it happen, not saying anything, kind of like keeping it secret, like what she's been doing. Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know Capri's account did get banned. He was giving his story time about Ashley Barnes, like his kind of like personal story on what happened, and he ended up getting banned. So clearly someone like higher up does not want this story out there. So he did make a new TikTok account. Capri was banned. So if you guys want to go check that out, I'm sure he's going to be finishing his story time on there. But yeah, so basically just making his story time. He's posting on Snapchat though, so make sure to check it out on Snapchat, just in case something else happens with TikTok. But yeah, basically he did get banned. He's working on, I know he submitted an appeal to try to get his account back. It's crazy that like all the success he's having, and now somehow his like account wants to get taken down as soon as he brings up something negative that's happened in the influencer industry. I think it's kind of weird, but yeah, everyone go follow Capri was banned. I'm sure he's gonna be posting on there, and I will get back to you guys as soon as possible regarding his appeal.